Hey, it's Nay. And welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Hi, I'm Nay, and here we're talking about all things looking good, feeling good, and smelling good at mostly affordable prices. So if any or all of that sounds interesting to you, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget, please hit that thumbs up button. Lets me know you like my content, and so you can join the community, the fam. So today, I have here for you 2 fragrances that will be joining. So, listen, any fragrance in this house I'll wear, but this is definitely joining my collection. Might possibly be joining my husband's collection. If he doesn't like it and I like it, it'll be joining mine. Either way, each of these fragrances are under $100. This one was under $30, to be honest. So let's hop, skip, jump right into it. I'm gonna go into this one first. I did smell the other one. This is the Lagerfeld classic fragrance. My husband asked for this, so I hope he likes it. It's an older fragrance, and it's a well-known fragrance apparently. Here it is. So I have here some notes. There's aldehydes, tarragon, clary sage, bergamot, lemon, and green notes. Then it's followed up by tobacco, sandalwood, orris root, patchouli, rose, cedar, and jasmine. And lastly, amber, musk, vanilla, oak moss, tonka bean. And amber, musk, vanilla, oak moss, and tonka bean, guys. So let's get some testing strips here. And let's see what it smells like. So, I don't know if my husband's actually smelled this fragrance before. Like, he's getting into fragrances and then being like, oh, I want this and I want this. And I'm like, all right, settle down. Because we're going to talk about the other one in a second. Okay, so if you haven't watched any of my videos before and you're new, what's good? I like aldehydes. The smell of aldehydes in fragrances, at least. This smells to me, upon first smell, a very similar aldehyde smell to Chanel's No. 5. Now, this is an older fragrance. I'm not sure if my husband's gonna like this on him. He did like when I sprayed the No. 5 on me, though. I immediately smell that. Now I am smelling some type of, I don't dislike it, but it's definitely weird. Like, not weird. Weird is not nice. It's different from something I've smelled. I'm going to say it's either this clary sage or this tarragon. I don't know what tarragon is, but this almost like green, slightly medicinal type of smell. The lemon smells like a very much artificial lemon. There's nothing sparkling in here. I don't really smell any of the green notes. I don't dislike this fragrance. Now it's starting to smell like that tobacco and orris root. Oh, is that rose? I think I feel like I smell the jasmine as well. This is not a bad fragrance. Definitely masculine leaning, in my opinion. I want to put it out there for those who haven't watched any of my stuff yet. You can wear what you want, when you want to wear it, how much of you want to wear it. I just simply say things from my perspective. That's kind of what happens with most channels. Most things when you watch, right? It's off of people's perspectives and opinions. I respect your opinion as long as it's not wishing harm on anyone. And hopefully you can respect mine. Please be respectful in the comment section. I want this to be a fun, happy community. We can dislike things and still be polite. This kind of smells to me like a little bit like the Chanel No. 5, but also a little bit like there's a fragrance I have that kind of smells like Coca-Cola, but also like the bath bombs from Lush. What is it called? This kind of... Ooh! Yeah, here it is. The Ombre de Merveille. L'Ombre de Merveille in the blue bottle. This a little bit. Oh, yeah. Something in here is giving me bath bomb. Like a Lush bath bomb. Expensive Lush bath bomb. I love that fragrance, actually. I feel like you guys are a little too low. Are you guys liking this new little area right now? I'm trying to, like, spice up some of the videos. I like this. Now, I wouldn't wear this, but I do like this. And I think, like I said, I'm getting a little wisps of the tobacco. The tobacco isn't a super strong tobacco smell. It gives light wisps, like maybe you're getting a smell of it in the air. And that interesting-esque note is kind of going away. So now I'm just kind of left with still that Chanel No. 5 aldehyde type of smell with some of this jasmine, a pinch of this rose, the tobacco. Definitely smelling something woody in here. I wouldn't say this is quite sweet in any stretch of the imagination. So I'm not sure where they're saying, talk about tonka bean and vanilla. This is nice though. I like this. For fragrance my husband to wear, I think I would like this on him. It's very lovely. I like this. I think that a lot of people wouldn't like this because of the aldehyde smell. To me, aldehyde smells like lotion. Like you just come out of the shower and you are clean, and then you take some nice, thick, hydrating, clean lotion and you lotion up your body, so you smell fresh and clean. I also feel like now the more I smell like No. 5 on this, the more I feel like it also kind of smells a pinch like, so in Jamaica, when you take a shower as a little child, right, after you get all clean and your parents lotion you up and stuff, they take baby powder and dash it on your chest and powder you up. If you see a baby with baby powder all over his chest or her chest, know that baby's going to bed soon. It's about to be bedtime soon. They should not be stepping out of them O's because they're going to dirty them feet, and they should be in the house chilling, getting ready for their bed. Oh my gosh, this is just, it smells clean, fresh. I wasn't, the clary sage / tarragon, whatever was kind of like into my nose, wasn't horrible, but I wouldn't like nuzzle my face into a smell of that. But this smell, now that that is gone, is actually quite lovely for a man. I think because there's not enough sweetness to it, and there is the aftertaste of the tarragon / clary sage. I don't hate it though. I definitely do like this, funny enough. I think this doesn't smell like anything my husband have, which I'm always excited to hear, because I feel like he has a lot of his fragrances smell the same. I think my husband has like 8 fragrances now, and a lot of them not smell the same, but smell similar. Like he has a very simple palette currently in terms of fragrances that he himself feels comfortable wearing, which is fine. I just don't mind expanding his palette. This is very nice. I'm still, yeah, that the Chanel No. 5, a little bit of a maybe like a Coca-Cola, very slight, much minimal type of vibe. Maybe from that tonka bean is just giving me like a cola vibe. And then that's a Bath and Body Works, not Bath and Body Works, Lush bath bomb smell. I like this. So they almost kind of made like a masculine version of this, because I do think there is significantly more sweet. Oh gosh, I haven't worn this in a minute. More sweetness in L'Ombre de Merveille, which I still think a man could wear this, but this is definitely more masculine somehow. And I like the aldehyde addition to this fragrance. It's lovely. I like this. It's interesting. Oh, excuse me, because I know aldehydes is an old note. Not a lot of people like it, and I wonder what made me like aldehydes. I mean, I know my grandmother wore some type of different Chanel. She definitely had Coco Mademoiselle, but she had maybe other Chanels too that just got me used to the aldehydic smell. I like that. Anyway, let's keep it moving. I'm gonna say that's pretty good. I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10. Like I said, I didn't really like per se whether it's the clear sage, the tarragon, and the mixture of the two. That's okay to me. I think the rose was so light and wispy to try to keep it a little more on the masculine side. It's definitely a green smelling fragrance. Slight touches of medicinal and that aldehydic smell, which is just like that fresh showered lotion with a little bit of powder. But the powder in here could have been the orange fruit, because I feel like I don't smell the powder as much in the Chanel number 5. So there could be the orange fruit making it a little powdery in this. So that is Lagerfeld Classique. This is an eau de toilette, but that was just strong. And I'm a new. So, I mean, we'll see what my husband has to say. I'll let you know what he has to say about this fragrance, because he's very picky about what he's gonna like put on his skin, or like to smell like. So let's move on. Woo! Shine bright like a diamond. This actually spins. I kind of highly like that. I think that's just a cool little, and it's definitely plastic, but I just love that. And I just think it's like a cool little feature. Now this is Bajara Viking Rio. Now Bajara Viking is a line. I think Bajara is the actual like brand, and then the Viking is the line, and then Rio is the name of this fragrance. I believe that's how it goes. I bought this for my husband for Christmas because this is what he asked for. We had smelt. Here's the thing about smelling fragrances, especially if this is not something you do often. You'll smell something and think it smelled away. Keep in mind you smell like 10 other fragrances that same day, and then perhaps when you buy it, it doesn't smell like how you remembered it smelled. And I don't per se, to be honest, think that has to do with the texture so much as just all the smells that was in your nose, and maybe the unconscious comparison between what you're smelling and which ones you would prefer out of those versus sometimes what you would just like, period. Does that make sense? If it does, hit the like button. I like this. My husband wore this to work today and he's not happy with the smell. Now, he did spray this on his neck. One thing about super strong fragrances is I don't spray it too much right here, because if something is wafting too often in my nose directly, like super close, it's most of the time, of course, going to give you a headache. So this has, there are different notes for this fragrance, and I looked up this fragrance trying to get a review of this online, and the only reviews I could find were in Spanish and by men, which I find extremely interesting, and I hope this video hits the right audience, because this to me smells like BR540 extract with a heavier dose of jasmine. I'm not sure how we didn't know this about this fragrance, but because it's very lovely. I really like this fragrance, and I'm not even trying to be funny with y'all. So when I said he asked me for this, it's not like I looked it up and I accidentally bought the wrong one. He sent me just the wrong link, because I literally clicked on the link, copied, pasted, and found the exact, it just happened to be the wrong one, because this is definitely not what we smelled that day, because I would have drawn the conclusion of what I drew today, or what I drew Christmas Day, which is BR540. Maybe the extract version. Anyway, let me tell you the notes, and you're gonna see why this might actually sort of smell like BR540. So the opening, it says it's grass, bergamot, plum, rose petals, jasmine, musk, moss, amber, sandalwood, tonka bean, and vanilla. Y'all, I don't understand how grass and bergamot are the opening for this fragrance, and I immediately smell BR540 extract. Now, This is a strong fragrance, but also I feel like you could go agnostic to it. This is absolutely amazing. I think the jasmine is much stronger in this fragrance than I remember BR540 smelling like. I don't I never smelled a dental office smell. So I can't say that, or a super like a burned sugar type of smell. I never smelled that. But I always smelled this wispy air. There's no saffron. It claims no saffron is in here. But I don't believe that. So it claims I believe that there's saffron in the other one. I believe that there is oak moss. Oak moss. I believe that there is moss and musk and amber. And I feel like there's jasmine in Bajara Viking 40. Y'all, this smells so good to me. Although I'm not surprised my husband doesn't like this, because the jasmine note is uber strong. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you on Beyonce's internet, on Minaj's computer, that this is solely a feminine scent. But the jasmine is so strong and so white floral-esque, like a feminine fragrance to my nostrils, that I'm not actually surprised he doesn't like this, only because he likes such regular, basic, masculine, atypical masculine scents. I quite literally love this. Now, like I said, the notes were varying. I took these notes right off the Bharara website, because when you go on other websites, some of them say there's caramel in here and other stuff. Like, I'm like, these notes are insane. So I can't smell no plum. I can't smell no rose petals, but I can and grass. I don't smell that either, or bergamot. I definitely smell jasmine. I feel like I smell the moss, the amber, the tonka bean, the vanilla, the musk. But it dries down and gets more jasmine forward. So, with this being such a jasmine, white floral, feminine jasmine type of smell, I can understand why my husband just is not for it. In terms for him. Also, it's right underneath his nose and probably giving him a headache at work. I love this. I quite literally love this. I'm so glad I have this in my collection, because I've been thinking about buying Orientica. Orientica fragrances. They're definitely on the higher price point of affordable, but still within the affordable range. And funny enough, when you go and look at this fragrance, it's not on fragrance. I don't understand, because I'm not sure if this line just released, but it's not on Fragrantica. None of the Bajara Viking fragrances, like, and no one talks about it on the internet. Well, let me not say no one, but on YouTube, I didn't really find any English female speakers talking about this. I saw a few men talking about Bajara King more than I saw Rio. And when I did see Rio, it was in Spanish. So, this is so lovely. This is so lovely. I quite literally really like how this smells. Now, I think actually I would wear this by itself, but I think I would really enjoy this, layering this with stuff, layering this with like sweet fragrances, or layering this with like super woody fragrances. This might even work well with Carnel Grey, which is Dua's version of Gris Charnel. So I can think of a few things I think this is gonna work with. Now, Historic Doria gives me a white floral heavy fragrance by Afnan, and I kind of feel like it has some similarities to that fragrance as well, but there could just be jasmine in Historic Doria by Afnan. So let me know if you smell either of these fragrances. Let me know if you smell either of these, because I'd be interested to know your take on them. No one has a video. I don't understand. I mean, here's the thing. As a YouTube person who's entering, like, maybe I'm a micro miner. YouTuber at this point. And one thing I've noticed that's been very blatant, which I've seen in just about every community on YouTube, is the flocking to the same things. New releases, fragrances that get hyped by one person or someone else, and then everyone gravitates to it. I just see a lot of the same stuff in fragrance community, which is fine. Nothing's wrong with that. So it's gonna be cool. I'm just trying to branch out without branching out and making my pockets hurt, right? So I'm probably not gonna branch out into expensive fragrances like $100 or more, like, you know, that like mid-price range, even for fragrances I can't really look up much reviews for, you know what I mean? But under $100 I might give it a shot, and fingers crossed, and hope I like what I got. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that on top of providing different stuff, right? Skincare, makeup, all of that, you know, self-care, all of that great jazz. I am going to talk about popular fragrances. That's just something I'm interested. But I also am interested in fragrances that are not as popular, so that I can bring to this channel more obscure or interesting things that you could find at prices that a lot of us can afford, because smelly alcohol water is just getting insanely expensive. Anyway, let's talk about all this down in the comment section. Talk about the 2 fragrances. Talk about sampling and trying to figure out how to get fragrances that are not uber popular on the internet into your home without, I guess, almost like, Lord, if you mess it up, you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was scared, like, oh, I don't like it. He doesn't like it, but at least I like it. Because if I didn't like this and he didn't like this, I would be mad. Like, it was still expensive. The thing with, it still costs money, I should say. I think it was like $78, which is money. So I'm glad I like it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this whole video. Hope you see my next one. It's Goddess Nay. Look good, feel good, smell good. Have a great day. Bye.